Hello, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time stopping by. Today we are doing a recent deck and other stuff roundup. So if you are new here, hello, my name is Lisa. I am a YouTube content creator, obviously, but I'm also a deck creator and an author. I'll throw a graphic up so you can see where my work is currently available. And also, at the time I'm filming this, I have a Kickstarter ongoing for my newest deck, the Unicorn's Journey Oracle, so I'll throw a graphic up for that as well. It's funding on Kickstarter. I think this is the last few days when you're seeing this video that you can scoop that up on Kickstarter, but there will be a late pledge option if you miss the Kickstarter. It just won't be, there won't be the same deals. So with that said, we're going to get into it. These are going to be all the decks and things that have come into my practice or my space in the month of July. These are things that I purchased that were sent to me for review, and I also have some goodies to share with y'all. So we're going to start right here. So this is something that was sent to me for review. I love brown paper packages tied up with string, and I know how that makes me sound. And yes, I am absolutely referencing The Sound of Music. Super sweet. The creator of this deck reached out to me. Let's take a look at the little card. Ooh. Oh, she gave us a coupon code. Okay, so I'll share that with y'all. The creator of this deck reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a peek at this, and I said absolutely yes, because I think it's absolutely beautiful. I said absolutely 3 times in that sentence. We're going to ignore that. Oh, actually, I'm going to save this paper because apparently I'm a junk journaler now, and I now know that I can use these things in my journal. So I'm going to save that. Oh my gosh, Miss Danny Mystic would be so proud of me. Look at me go. I'm going to save the string too. Oh my gosh, look at me. Okay. I need a place to put these things that I'm saving, though. That's a different problem. That's a problem for another day. Anyway, this is the Oracle of the Living Spell. Okay, this is the little grimoire. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you don't know, Ms. Danny Mystic and I talked about this deck on Hot Takes, and this is by Sarah Saran, who is Cedar Moon Witch here on YouTube. And this is a little indie deck that she put together. I love the like size and shape of this little book. I don't know what it is. It's like this great little pocket size. It's so cute. It's also designed to kind of look a little bit like a little journal, like a little, you know what I mean? Like it's designed to look like a little journal. Look at the little charm hanging off the ribbon. Oh, Sarah Saran 2025. So as I understand it, Sarah illustrated this deck using, I think it's Procreate, but using her iPad and using herself as a reference photo, like her pictures of herself as reference photos for the human stuff. So, oh my gosh, look at this. This is gilded. This is so beautiful. This is linen. All right, Sarah, I see you. Look at that. Oh, this is a nice linen too. This feels really good. There's this little bag with a design from the deck. Looks like a witch's hat with some little fireflies. It looks like the same design as here, kind of. Yeah, I think it's the same design. This is a sticker. Oh, so lovely. She gave us a coupon code, so I'll share that with you in a second, but let's just take a look at the cards. So this is copy number 24 of 50. This Oracle was, there's only 50 copies, Sarah? Oh, goodness. Okay, y'all, I don't know how long they're going to last, so scoop them up. Scoop them up. Oh, well, hopefully she'll reprint another batch, but it says, this oracle was conjured with love, truth, and unshakable magic, made awaken what has long slept and spark what longs to be spoken. What a beautiful little mantra. Is this the back of all the cards? Yes, this is this is the card backing, too. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay. Anyway, so that's the little certificate of authenticity. And then there's a blessing card. By frog and flame, by root and rain, I enter this space and speak my name. With open heart and steady breath, I call in truth, I call in depth. This spell is set, this circle cast, may every card reveal what's asked. This spell is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, my will be done. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So now we have the actual artwork. Oh, I like these white titles are nice and big. And the font is real easy to read. So love that. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the cards. So we have the Seeker. This is my favorite format for Oracle cards, as you might know, where you have like a title or a main keyword, and then you have like 2 or 3 supporting keywords. Literally my favorite thing. This is my Unicorn's Journey Oracle format. Like I love this format. So yes. So here we have the Seeker, Quest, Wonder, and Wander. The Familiar, Bond, Companion, Trust. These are really, really sort of moody, sort of dark. I really want to pull this out like in the fall. The Enchantrix, Reality Weaver, Architect. The Threshold, Choice and Courage. The Witch Hat, Sacred Identity, Authenticity. The Fog, Uncertainty and Confusion. The Hex, Anger, Harm, Force. The Offering, Devotion, Sacred Exchange. Flame Keeper, Inner Fire and Sacred Tending. The Key, Breakthrough, Opportunity. The Wildling, Untamed Self-Freedom and Instinct. The Spiral, Pattern, Soul Loop and Evolution. The Muse, Inspiration and Creative Flow. The Cauldron, Alchemy, Process, Fusion. Okay, I'm loving this. The Lost Moon. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's actually quite a few cards in here. I'm going to have to check and see how many. The Blessing, that is so beautiful. I really like that. Love a good Phoenix for rebirthing. Oh, this is interesting. So we have a Phoenix kind of showing up again here in the background of that card. The Cloak, the Voice. My goodness. The Hedge Witch. The Sparkle. That's so cute. I love that. The Whisper. The Nest. Ooh. Potential, Nurturing, and Divine Timing. I love that. Sort of birthing something into the world. The Tapestry. Again, I don't want to like spoil all the cards. The Feast. The Wish. This feels like it's probably a 310 GSM. Flat core, probably. I could be wrong. It might say on the website the binding. I thought that said the cord cutting. Oh, that's because we have both. We have the binding here, and then we have the cord cutting here, which I love that. The Stranger. Oh, I've got to think of a good pairing for this deck, because I feel like this is something that I would definitely use in pairing with something else. The Giggle. Oh, that's great. Oh, and this looks so stunning. The Vessel, Sacred Body, Presence, and Reverence. Oh, so beautiful. I really want to shuffle these. Am I gonna? Yeah, I'm gonna. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, they shuffle so nice. Yeah. This definitely feels like it's linen, so it's got those air pockets, so it's gonna glide and of course fan out really beautifully, right? Love it. And then in the book, it should tell us, does it tell us how many? There's like an index. I really want to know how many cards, and I don't think there's an easy answer because I don't think they're numbered. Oh, these are just like, it's like an alphabetical table of contents. That's kind of cool. I mean, if there's one card per page, let's just do some quick maths. We can do quick maths. Oh, it's not one card per page. I thought I was going to be able to get away with that. Oh no, wait, it's one card per 2 pages. And it starts, oh, interesting. Okay, so there's an index so you know which page to go to, but they're not actually in the book alphabetically. So you will need to use the index to find out where to go. But anyways, the card entries start on page 12. Yeah, page 12. And they go through until page 130. Nope, that's the thank yous. 137. So 137 minus 12 is 115? No. 125. And I'm going to say it's around 60 cards, 50 to 60 cards. Just trying to do some quick math. It probably says right on like the website or something. Anyways, if you are interested in the Oracle of the Living spell, then I will have a link to everything. Well, I'll have a link to everything I'm chatting about down below. I'm going to put the cards in their little bag, but you can use this coupon code. So she gave us a coupon code. Let's just check it. Share the code Lisa20 for 20% off the Oracle of the Living spell on my Etsy shop. So I will link Sarah's Etsy shop down below. Just use that code Lisa20 for 20% off if you're interested in this. But this is really pretty. And thank you again, Sarah, for sending it my way. This little key is so pretty. Little pentacle. Oh, such a gorgeous little presentation too. So pretty. If you have any brilliant pairing ideas, drop them down below because I feel like this is a deck I would pair and I really want to use it in the autumn time. And I'm kind of thinking this might go really beautifully with, let me think. I'm just thinking of some of my like sort of like my October decks. I've got a few in mind, but if you have any that are jumping to mind, let me know down below because I'm always interested in hearing that. Okay. Ooh. Oopies. Oh my goodness. My stuff is such a mess. Okay, so as some of you may have seen, I was able to trade for an out-of-print deck that I've been wanting for a really long time. And that happened in June. So it is the Whimsical Tarot but I was able to snag a brand new, like still in its wrapper, I've taken the plastic off, but a brand new copy of the original guidebook, the full-size guidebook for the Whimsical Tarot. I was able to snag this on eBay in June, July-ish. I must have crunched, it looks like I crunched the corner of my little book. Look at that. I don't know if I did that. I don't remember it being like that when I got it. I think it's because I put it in my little basket and it might not have liked that. But anyways, I really wanted to get this. So this has full write-ups with story bits, tells you what characters are in the card, what story. Really excited to get this in. So I have this copy of the book. Really stoked about this. So this came in July and I was so thrilled. So this will go on my shelf so that when I'm working with this particular deck, I have access to all of the deep dive information. This is a deck that was illustrated by Mary Hanson Roberts, but the deck itself is by Dorothy Morrison. And I had it way back in the day. I'd never had this full-size guidebook for it as far as I can remember. I think I just had the little tuck box deck. But now I have the deck and it's full-size book because I was able to track this down. And I don't think I paid that much for this because it was just the book. I want to say it was around like $30 or something, maybe US, which considering it's out of print is not bad at all. And again, it was fully sealed in plastic and as you can tell is in like brand new condition. So really excited about that. That came in. I also got in a deck that I had backed on Kickstarter some time ago. I went back and forth on this one for a while, y'all, and I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. I've just taken whatever plastics off. This is a deck by Moomy Swan. Now, I had been following Moomy back when she first started talking about creating this Sapphic Magic Tarot. Loved the Major Arcana teaser artwork, and I followed Moomy on their Patreon for a bit. And then it just sort of seemed to stagnate and it kind of fell off my radar. But then it came to Kickstarter and I was like, do I pull the trigger on this? And I did. I pulled the trigger on it because there's a lot of like body positivity in this deck. I do feel like if I remember correctly from the campaign, I remember thinking that the Minor Arcana felt like it had been more, it didn't get as much attention, which does happen sometimes, especially on really long projects. But I did back this on Kickstarter and it did come in. So let's take a quick peek and you can see there's definitely, like I said, a lot of body positivity in this deck. It is meant to be very sapphic, obviously, and to be fairly inclusive from a body size standpoint. And I do see that coming through for sure. I love this death card so much. Some of these majors just really blew me away. Really gorgeous. Trying to like, there's a lot of, oh yeah, here we go. So here we get into the minors and you can see what I mean. So I feel like the minors went kind of pippish, as you can see here through the wands. We have some people and then also some pips. And I can't tell, I'm not sure yet how I feel about that. But I love this 6 of Wands. It's fabulous. Also love this 7 of Wands. Love that. So it's a little bit of everything. And actually, if I'm being fair, it's not that pippish. We just happen to have the Ace of Wands is always going to be, that makes sense. This 2 of Wands is showing this wishbone energy, which I think is actually really great for the 2 of Wands. The candelabra throws me in the 3. This one throws me. I'm not sure if I quite get what they're going for here. And there isn't a guidebook or anything in the deck. So I'm not sure what the point of this is. But it does show growth in the shape, like there's this like tree shape. I don't know. Could be worth sitting with. The rest of these are pretty RWS based to me. Love that 10 of Wands. And then we have our court cards. Trying not to show as much of the more questionable. So here's the cups. And the cups was one of the pippiest. That's right. I remember thinking this because I remember thinking the cups was more pippy. And that's usually my favorite suit. I do love the color palette here though. And like that one's not pippish. It's like it couldn't decide. Like sometimes it was pips and sometimes it wasn't. Love that. That's cute too. And then we have swords. And I don't know. There's just something about when I look at some of these cards compared to just how like much more detail and such we were getting through the majors. I don't know. It's just a thing. I haven't decided yet is the punchline. And I don't know if this is still available. I don't know if there's extra copies available on the creator's Etsy shop. I'm going to need to take some time to really get to know this deck. But again, the first few cards of every suit, like this one's quite pippish all the way through. Like we get the juggling, that totally makes sense. But then here it's kind of, there's not a lot happening. That makes sense to me. This is so-so. on whether there's like an intentional scene here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can't decide. And I couldn't decide when I backed it either, but I was like, well, I can more easily change my mind if I back it and then decide ultimately that it's not for me than if I don't back it and then have regrets later. So this might be one that I really need to spend some time with and sit with to know for sure how I feel about it. And I definitely need to try reading with it and see how that feels. But I do love the gold foil on the box. That looks really nice. So that is moomieswan.com. That is the Sapphic Magic Tarot. Another Kickstarter that I had been no, this wasn't Kickstarter. I got this directly from the creator's website, but I do believe I pre-ordered it, is the new edition of the Dream Vision Tarot. I had to get this. I mean, I didn't have to get this, but also I had to get this because I have the first edition of the Dream Vision and I absolutely love it. And these changes to the deck were right up my alley. First of all, I'm being really awkward, but I love this instead of thumb cutouts. That's so elegant. That's something that we see a lot of times with US games decks, and I think that's just a really nice touch. So this has changed in shape and design and color from the original. So let me grab my original copy and we'll do a quick little comparison so you can kind of see the difference. So this is my first edition, and you can even just see in the box design how, first of all, the size, you can already kind of see the size difference, but you can also see the coloration shift. So the first edition had these darker blues, and then this newer edition, it has gone more, I guess, periwinkle pastel in its like aesthetic. Plus the new edition has a little guidebook, and the original edition did not have a guidebook. You just went to the creator's website, which is fine, but I do really love this deck. Something else I love about this is that the card titles they're all at the bottom, and they're in a silver hollow foil. And I just really think that matches the vibe of the deck quite well. So this is the original version. You can kind of see the difference between these two versions. So the backs look like, and you can see size-wise too, like they're narrower. But for me, it was mostly the coloring and the titles. Let's see if I can just... let me just grab the death card so you can kind of see the difference. 11, 12. Okay, yeah. So this is a really obvious, you can really see the color shift here. From something that's really dark to something that feels a little more, again, more pastel or more periwinkle. I don't know how to describe that change. Here's another one we can look at, the Tower. So some of the artwork has straight up changed. Like here, the artwork is different. And there are some that are like that. Like there's the 10 of Cups, 8, 9, 10. Like look at the difference. I really liked this updated version. So if you are interested in like a full like side-by-side comparison, let me know. Also, we move from these holographic silver edges to a matte yellow, which I think really suits the deck. But the thing about the Dream Vision that I've always loved is it feels like it feels very spiritual. It feels a little bit like spirit guides. I'll just show you my first version. It feels a little bit like spirit guides in a deck. These characters that have these like narrow eyes, and they seem so soft. It's just always felt very much like I'm working with another realm, if that makes any sense. And this one feels like it hits that same energy, but more so, like even more otherworldly. There's this color shift. Like look at these beautiful greens and golds. And that's the same, I should point out. There's still green, like we still have the same color palette shifts in the original, but the original just leans so much sort of darker and moodier, and this has, I don't know, this seems to fit the energy of it better to me, the way that I work with it. Like I freaking love the blues and pinks in the cup suit. I just really, really couldn't get over the color changes and shifts and some of the updated artwork, so I'm really excited about this. And then of course we also have a guidebook with these little card entries in it, which I was missing from the original also. So that was basically it. I'm basically upgrading an existing version of a deck that I already have and I know I already like into one that I think is going to work even better for me. And I just love the shifts, the changes. So anyways, if you are interested in a side-by-side, let me know, and I will see about filming something like that in the coming months. But for now, I'm just really excited to have this in. I wasn't going to because I'm really, typically once I bond with the first edition of something, I don't typically get the new version. But in this case, it just feels so right for the deck that I just had to. My only dilemma now, of course, is that this bag matched this version perfectly. So I think I'll probably need to consider rehoming that in its bag. And then I'm going to have to find a bag that suits this one better. Okay. let's do a little happy mail. So this actually came in. I wanted to show this on camera because I think this would be a fun thing to show, like a before and after, and I'm hoping I will get to an after before too terribly long. But these were sent to me by the creator. This is Fortune Cookie Charms, and this was just the sweetest little thing. Let's just pull these little goodies out, first of all. There's all these little goodies in here. Most notably, and I want to put this in my journal right now, actually, but this is a sticker that was sent to me by the very kind soul who sent this to me, his daughter, who made this sticker for me. How sweet is that? So I'm literally putting this in my journal right now, because what I tend to do is I have this like kind of like day-to-day journal. It's kind of a mess. Let me see if I can show you. I don't want to show you any of the pages because it's a mess, but I have this Hobonichi Weeks that it's just a random mishmash of things. It's like video filming notes and just random things. My dog is legit building a whole nest beside me. And I really want to put this sticker in that journal. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, and now I got to put these other stickers in there too. So I'll be putting all the stickers in my little journal. So fun. Okay, I hope they put some information in here. I think it's in here. I just want to make sure. Okay, so there was a little handwritten letter. I have actually already read this. This was really sweet. And I believe I responded to them already on email. I hope I did. But these are by Naomi and Sienna, and they are called Fortune Cookie Charms. Oh, the Green Witches of Ireland. That's right. So the story with this, the Green Witches of Ireland, is I believe they actually both live in Australia, but they both have ties to Ireland and to one another, which is super fun. And they came up with this whole fortune cookie charm thing. So there's a sticker label for the jar that you can put on here. And then the jar itself, I just literally kept all the bits and bobs that came in this. The jar itself is full of these little wooden, come on camera, these little wooden discs that are really super smooth. This came about because Danny and I were talking about word charms that can be cast over top of cards. And so they created these. The idea of these is that there's a list of keywords. I guess you can also use your own, but there's a list of keywords. And the idea is that you put keywords on these little discs. I don't know how many there are. I don't think there's 100 in here. I don't know if maybe you're meant to flip them over. Let's see. Oh yeah, every charm carries 2 words, one on each side paired with intention. For example, tonic and rage belong together on the same disc. You'll find a list of word pairings to follow, or you can create your own, let your intuition lead the way. So what I haven't decided yet is I'm going to use their existing pairings here, like check and checkmate, foreboding and foreseeable, base and heightened, energy, agency, imminent, transitory, things like that. Or if I'm going to pick my own. And then I have to figure out how to write them on here, like which tool to use, because I have messy handwriting. So I've got all kinds of things I'm trying to decide. And some of these discs are bigger, some are smaller. But the idea is that when you're done, you have this set of word charms that are double-sided. So depending on which way the disc falls, as you cast it, you'll get different words. I think this is the coolest concept, and it was really sweet of them to send it. But this came about because we were talking, Danny and I were talking, I'm so all over the place, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm so distracted today. Danny and I were talking about word charms, and she had created a set or bought a set of like word beads and uses them to cast over cards. And they had seen that video and reached out because they had this cute little fortune cookie charm set and wanted us to each have a set. So I need to put these in my journal, but for now I'm just kind of tucking everything kind of back in here for now. And then this is just like a cute little butterfly. I think this was on the outside of the package, but I've just been keeping kind of everything all together. Oh, I need this here too, so that I can do this when I have a minute to just kind of like do something crafty. But I thought this was super cute, and it was awfully sweet of her to send. So I have this set aside as, like I said, a little project. And I really want to do it, but I will link, if they've got these available on a shop somewhere, I will link it down below. I don't remember if they're currently selling them or not, but I will try to find that out and put it down below. If I forget, please nudge me. I'm super excited about that. I also picked up Lunea Weatherstone's Forest of Enchantment Oracle. I could not get this deck out of my mind. So I have this thing where it was a whole thing because I talked about it in Hot Takes with Danny, where I really like oracles to have keywords on them. And it was so funny because I think it was either Lunea or Morella. I think it was Lunea that commented on my YouTube video and was like, I hate keywords. And it was just kind of funny because it just reminded me that we all have different takes, right? But the thing is that this artwork is really beautiful. And you know, one thing that was said in that comment that really caught my attention is like to distill some of these energies down into a single word would have been really challenging because they're very rich and have a lot of depth to them. And then I started to see images popping up again, and I just could not shake just this beautiful artwork. I do really love the Forest of Enchantment Tarot so much, and I needed to know. And I feel like, oh, and I love the doors on the back. And I love how big and beautiful these cards are. And they don't feel, I was expecting the cardstock to feel quite a bit flimsier, but it doesn't. It actually feels somewhat substantial in my hand. Like the same, like it's standard Oracle Oracle type cardstock. It doesn't feel particularly stiff or anything, but I think I was expecting it to feel a little more papery. And I'm really pleasantly surprised by the cardstock. That's a publisher decision anyway, but I am really intrigued by that. But these have titles like Froggy Grotto and Changeling rather than keywords. And I was just thinking about it. I was like, a Parliament of Rooks or Oak King and Holly King. Now this, for example, the Oak King and the Holly King has so much richness to it. I don't know that I need a keyword, to be fair, or that I can't dip into the story. Here we have Bramble Brigade, but the guidebook, look at this. It's like a mini version of Llewellyn's standard, like guidebook. I cannot words today, y'all. But we have this big, beautiful artwork. We have a bunch of keywords here on the artwork side of the page. So for example, if I go to Bramble, are they numbered 2? Yeah, they are numbered 2. So if I go to Bramble Brigade, I get banding together, activism, collective spirit, camaraderie, the truest type of courage. And then we get a whole write-up, and then there's the Oracle's advice, and then Lore Keeper's notes, which I think is really great. I think this will be a fun one to play with and to get to know. And I saw this card too, Tea with a Fawn, and I just had a hard time getting it out of my mind. These are just really beautiful. The Swan's Sister. It ties into story, it ties into fairy tales. Oh my gosh, the Questing Beast. This makes me think of the Jabberwock. I don't know if it's meant to be. It just reminds me of that a little bit. And just look at this. It's so magical looking. There's so much sparkle and life in this artwork. Like here we have the door into summer, the door into winter. The Witch in the Glen. You are here with this like map stone. It reminds me of like it's gonna sound terrible. This reminds me of like those maps you find like when you go to a shopping mall, except for like the fairy tale magical version of that, where it's like, this is where you are, and these are all the different places that you're going to encounter in this magical wood. Here we have the 3 bears, the wood woes. It's just, like I said, Foxfire. I couldn't shake it. It's so magical. And I knew I would have regrets if I did not take the time to get to know this one. The Branch of Summoning. The Cloak of Vanishing. Ooh, these are neat. These are like tools at the back. Hold on. They start here. So we have the Branch of Summoning, the Cloak of Vanishing, the Feather of Finding, and a File of Light. Oh. Anyway, seeing this around, I couldn't get it out of my brain. Like I love the hag and that she's holding a hagstone. There's just something here that feels really immersive. It's borderless, it's beautiful and glossy, and it seems really special. So I had to check it out. And I'm actually really excited to use this with Forest of Enchantment Tarot. I picked up that Enchanted Earth Oracle, but it wasn't right for the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. I really wanted this. And so I'm excited to pair them together and see what working with them is like. But I have been eagerly anticipating this for so long, and I just didn't want something like, I don't know, I didn't want to stop myself from exploring it and enjoying it. So we will see. And worst case scenario, if I really, really desperately demand keywords for myself, I can write them on there. Use a little gold Sharpie or something and add them into the artwork, just like I've done in like the Little Bug Oracle by Joanna Nelson. And so I always have that as an option, but I'm really excited to have this in hand. So I picked this up. So this totally flew under my radar until the Tabby Carta Awards were happening and being voted on, and I found out that this was one of the finalists. This is the Ghastly Lenormand from the Grave by Andrea Aste. I'm probably getting the name totally wrong. Andrea I'm so sorry if you watch this. I'm so sorry. I saw this in the Tabby Awards, and I was like, this is the most innovative, fun, cool thing I have seen. And I try not to collect collect Lenormand decks, because for me, I only need a few, and I try not to. I only need a few. I don't need a lot, because to me they all function very similarly, but this was so creative and fun, and the guidebook looked just absolutely beautiful, and I had to. I had to. And look, it comes in a coffin-shaped box, and I would be lying if I said this was not part of the charm for me. But we have this little Ghastly Lenormand, and we have, you open it up, it's like a little coffin, and inside, look at that little character inside. Inside we have the coffin cards. Now, there was a tarot deck by this same creator. It had a whole production around it. It had a graphic novel. It had a mockumentary with like Mary Kay Greer in it and other people. These are the card backs. But what I really loved is that even though this is super fun and quirky and totally feels like October to me, and I thought would be really fun to just work with in that season especially, but it's really clear what I'm looking at. And when I got this, and I started just quickly taking a quick little flip through the cards because I couldn't help myself. I was so delighted to get this in the mail. And not only did I immediately understand what I was looking at on every card, which is really important to me in a Lenormand. I do not want a bunch of cluttered up artwork. I love the little shadows that cast. I love these birds and the looks on their faces. It is fabulous. There's so much quirk and personality in this little Lenormand, but also there's extra cards, and I felt like I understood the extra cards, and that does not happen to me a lot. Here we have the garden, and it's a cemetery, of course, mountain, and then this is path, the mice, the heart, the ring, the book, like letter, man, woman, lily, sun. Like, it's super easy, right? Moon, key, fish, anchor, and cross. Now, here we get into all the extra cards, and I was like, I get exactly how these would work in a Lenormand reading. So we have the treasure chest, which would be like a big bit of treasure. We have dueling pistols. I mean, to me, again, that makes so much sense. We have medals, like award medals. We have a shattered mirror. We have a little dancing skeleton, an octopus, a bat, a moth, a poison bottle, a closet or wardrobe, a compass, a spyglass, a hearth, a pocket watch, a safe, and a spider. And I don't know why, but like immediately when I was flipping through, I was like, oh yeah, of course. Like if that came up in a reading, I know what that would be speaking to. Not every single one, without question, but certainly almost every single one. I was like immediately like, yes, 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 yes. And then look at this like beautiful glossy hardbound book you get with this. Why is my light so weird? Hello? Come back. Come back, please. There we go. So there were some goodies that came in the package, among which was a little bookmark with the tassel out the bottom. I'm like, am I supposed to flip this? I'm not quite sure how to work with that, but it's really cute. And then this is like a QR code, I'm guessing, to some digital goodies. We have some stickers. Tarot Crossed Destinies is a Kickstarter project they're working on. The Discombobulator, the esoteric magazine of the unseen and the unexpected. And then we have the actual deck itself. Or deck guidebook itself, rather. So we have an intro, talks about Lenormand, and then you get your card entries. And these seem very, very well done. So let's go to some of the bonus cards here in the back. So here, for example, the treasure chest, wealth, richness, new perspectives, new ideas, revolution in values or point of views. The pistols, nemesis, foes, fight, duel, confrontation, opposition, antithesis. The broken mirror, confusion, disconnection, insecurity, distorted perception. The medals, honor, recognition. I mean, like so many of these make so much sense. Octopus, unconscious, the shadow, fears, dreams, imagination, creativity, like something that dwells in the deep. The skeleton, for a non-binary, queer, and LGBTQ broad gender spectrum. I'm not 100% sure how to use that because I would usually just want like an other, like either an extra man and woman or maybe like just person cards are useful for that. But I think that's how that's intended to be, is to stand in as like a person card. The bat for marginalization, eccentricity, misunderstanding, fear, being different. The moth is obsession, intense desire, like moth to flame. Self-harm, vulnerability. The poison, I mean, makes so much sense. The closet, dangerous secret, dastardly. The compass is direction, magnifying glass, details, and so forth and so on, right? So they seem really clear what they're meant to be. And then there's some reading information in the back. To me, this is very, very, very well done. So I was super excited about this. I want to pull some of these extra things out though and set those aside. But again, I don't normally, my lighting likes to go crazy when I hold these. Look how dark they are. They're so moody. I don't normally go for super like collecting a whole bunch of different types of Lenormand decks, but I just, in this case, I absolutely had to. I felt like I had to. Okay. With that said, we're going to get into some happy mail. I'm trying to think of how I can pull this out because the box is super cute and totally decorated. I don't want to show anybody's address. I don't mind showing mine because it's my P.O. box, but I will flip this upside down. This is a box by a subscriber of the channel, and it's nicely wrapped. There's some stickers at that end. I want to try and rescue some of these things, but I have scissors, so I think I'm going to dig into this. I have no idea what this is. I was led to believe this was, I was told that this was going to be something, I think, kind of silly and cute. So I don't know. We will find out, but I want to try and rescue some of the stickers and some of these like decorative bits of the paper. So I'm going to try and like slice my way in through the end here and then open it carefully, and maybe I can rescue the paper that's on the outside. I think I have to cut. I don't want to wreck the stickers. Okay. I am determined to get in here. That should do the trick. Aha! I have rescued it from the paper, and now I need to get into the box that it's in. Oh my goodness. I think this is washi tape, so I should be able to. Okay. I'm not going to try to save the washi. Okay. Okay. I think I'm in. I think I'm into the box. So let's open it together and see. Okay. Oh, my camera really does not like all the changing light circumstances. Okay, so we have some paper. I will save that. Okay, I think we're box in a box in a box here. Okay. So now we're into this box. So this looks like something I can mostly unwrap. Okay. Oh my goodness. We have all of these. Look at these wormy things. What are these? These are great. I may need to save these and stuff them in a different package someday. Oh my God. This really is adorable things. Okay. I feel like there's a note. Oh, there's a bunch of notes. Okay, hold on. Let me pull. Oh goodness. Okay. I don't want to mess all of this up. There's so many cute little things in here. What is happening? Okay. Let's look at this together. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's like so many cute things just everywhere. And my brain's on overload. Okay. Oh, this is Lisa, and then it says love yourself. Let's get into that. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay. We definitely have stickers. Okay, the little gift I told you I was sending is in the tiny rainbow bag. The rest of the items are just silly little extras. Oh my goodness. This is really sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the feather. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. The feather is from her military macaw. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can get this. Oops. Okay, I don't know if I can show the colors well enough on camera because this green is probably gonna. Oh, it's really beautiful though. Look at that. That's gorgeous. So we have a feather. This is just super sweet. And there's like all these like little sweet things just like tucked in here. And my little like now I apparently junk journal a little bit heart is really happy about it because there's all these like little things. Oh, okay. So we have some bookmarks. This is like, there's just like so many like little magical things in here. Oh my gosh. Wait, offensive but funny. Okay, hold on. I gotta see what's in the offensive but funny envelope. I probably won't show it on camera. Okay, it's adult in nature. I'm not showing it on camera, but it was funny, and it wasn't offensive. It was fine. Oh, here's another feather. Oh, there's more than one. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, then here we have a little dangly bit. Oh my gosh, I need to save all these little bits and bobs for a journal. Temporary but still fun inside. Okay. This is really fun. Oh my gosh. I haven't had this kind of mystery mail for a bit now. Oh, temporary tattoos. Oh, like soulmate. How do I read these? Soulmate. Oh my gosh. I will and I can. These are just cute temporary tattoos. Oh, adorable. I love these. Okay. These are going to have to be, I might have to hold them literally up to a mirror to see what some of them say, but I spotted some of them. Then we have some little bookmarks and cards and things, more stickers. So cute. Okay, anything with writing on, I'm trying not to like just immediately put on camera. Let's see, inside, I'm still gonna look at it. A lot of things have little notes and explanations on them, and I love this kind of thing. It's like a little treasure hunt, and I adore it. Oh, we have another feather. Oh, a little thread that has a story with it. Some little stickers. Okay, I'm tucking these back in. Look at that feather. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm tucking that stuff back together. Postcard. And then we have some bookmarks. Okay, I'm going to get into the other stuff here in just a second. Okay, so then this, look, oh, this is full of all kinds of little charms and things. Are you kidding? Oh my goodness. This is the most delightful little box. Oh my goodness. Okay, these are great. We have some charms. A bunch of these are going to end up going into my charm casting, I'm sure. A little sword, the snake. We have some little moons. A star card, a tarot star card. Oh my gosh, can I pull this up so you can actually see? You wouldn't think I have a YouTube channel, but here I am trying to show you things on camera and not doing a very good job of it. A little pentacle. This one is the sun card. These are great. Actually, quite detailed. I don't know if you can see. There you go. This is like a little coffin-shaped stone. Sun. That's a sword with like a mauve. We have a planchette, I believe, like a Ouija board planchette. Some little puff balls. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to put these all back in here. Some little scrolls. Oh my goodness. Just adorable things. Little stars. Look at this little creature. So tiny. Look at, oh my gosh, little knickknacks things. Okay, I'm going to put these back into the little purple pouch so I don't lose them. What fun. Little goodies. There's like a little panda in here. Some little iridescent stars. Oh my goodness. This is the cutest little box ever. I will never, y'all, I will never cease to be amazed by this kind of thing. Because legitimately, if you've ever got a package for me, I apologize. I don't do this. You're lucky if I even like handwrite anything. I'm so bad at sending mail. Like my mail is like so boring compared to this. I literally am like, here's a deck. Hope you like it. Like whenever I've done trades and things. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, see, look at all these like little charms and page thingies. This is like a little lobster claw that has a little flower and a bee on it. Oh my goodness. These are like little tiny emery boards. Are you kidding? Look at how cute. Look at how cute. This is a pineapple. It's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. Oh my God. Pineapple. That is hilarious. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I've actually legitimately said that. That's adorable. Oh my God. Oh, I need to put these back in. I feel like I need to just preserve as much of the state of this as I can so that I can take it in a little bit better also off camera. But oh my gosh, so cute. And then I'm opening all the other things first because I know that the main thing that she said she sent is in this. Okay, this is a little pink. Oh, here's a bracelet. I used to make these. So I used to make hemp jewelry. This feels like a cottony cord with beads. And these have like a tightening mechanism built in. Just a little bracelet. So cute. This feels like it's got more jangly things. Is this more charms and stuff? Hold on. Oh, these are all pins. Oh goodness. So we have little Vegas keychains. Like just a little treasure box. Fabulous. It's a ghost. I have actually a pin bag. You're safe to be you around me. Aww. This one has a little gnome. Oh my gosh, like an autumn gnome rainbow situation. I'm just here for the booze. We have another little ghosty. I feel like I should bring these up so we can just look at them together and they'll all stay in focus. Okay, this one says, roll with pride. It's like a D20 and a rainbow flag. That's great. A little gnome, a butterfly, a little sun card. This one is a little star, like a little starfish. That one. So fun. Bunch of pins. But yeah, I have I forget what you call them, but it's like a bag that has a clear window and like a little place where you can stick pins. So I might be able to stick some of those in there. A little spot for them. Okay, let's open this. I want to make sure, oh, there's another feather. I want to try to like smooth that out. Put the feathers together. Okay, I want to make sure I haven't missed any little bits and bobs. Okay, I'm going to tuck this probably all back together. This little neon smooshy stuff is so cool. But look at this little crocheted rainbow bag. How cute is that? Or it might be knit. I can't tell. All right, so in here, oh my God. Oh my God, we have dice. Do these dice have, oh my God, they're like little rainbow clouds. It's a little dice set. Oh my God, these are adorable. I'm not going to I'm going to try to find the D6 because usually the D6, yeah, the D6 is usually the easiest to show when you have stuff in dice. Hopefully I can show you. Hopefully it's focusing. You can hopefully see. It's like blue, and then there's like a cloud, and there's a rainbow sticking out. And they all have them to some degree, just positioned a little differently. Like there's the D8. Oh my God, these are so fun. I want to roll them right now. And then of course we had another little critter, little rainbow critter. Oh, they're so pretty. Look at that. Those are fun. Those are fun. So thank you so much. You know who you are. What a fun little package to open. And this little dice bag is definitely going to hold dice for sure. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is so cute. Okay, now I got to figure out how to tuck all these things so that I don't lose track of them all. All these little bits and bobs. Okay, a lot of the little things I need to put, some of these loose things, I might just go ahead and tuck in there for now. Okay. So cute. That was fun. I haven't opened Happy Mail like this on the channel in a very long time, but that was really fun to do. Little basket, all the little notes and things. Tuck them in here. And then I'll put the feathers there. I'm going to set this to the side so that it doesn't get wrecked. Okay, well that was a fun little detour. Oh my gosh, I just found a little heart. Just like a random little heart. Just like there. Okay. I have one more thing to show, and it's a book, and it's random, and it's not tarot related. So if you're still here just kind of chilling with me while I show you the things that have come in this month, then this is your reward. Just so you know, this is a book that has a double-sided cover, and I've already turned it inside out so that I can train the special inside cover to be the outside cover. But I will show you the other side. But anyways, this is a book called Tusk Love. Jester LaForest, #1 favorite author forever. This is by Matilda Merceria. The actual cover you will see online is this one, which has gloss accents on it. This is actually put out by, or is connected to Critical Role. I had to. This was actually, I think this book first comes up in campaign 2. Jester brings the book up, and then it came up again in campaign 3. And when I saw that this was coming out, I had to. I don't even know what I've done. It says a comforting read with a nice cup of tea. That's what Caduceus says. That's one of the characters from Critical Role. While one could easily scoff at the novel's spicy nature, the depth and yearning that Oscar and Guinevere share lights the proper spark for the love story's heat, by Caleb Widogast. These are all characters from Critical Role that are giving these like little endorsements on the back of the like special cover. On the real back, what does it say? I love this. It's the most beautiful love story you've ever heard in your entire life, basically. That's a Jester quote for sure. Okay, on the real back, it says, a true delight of a book, spicy and heartfelt. This one is a winner all around. That's by a real person. Katie Robert, New York Times bestselling author of Neon Gods. Let's see. Captivating and enthralling from the first page to the last. It's full of laugh-out-loud moments, banter, and spice so hot you look over your shoulder to make sure no one else is looking. So I have no idea what I'm in for, to be completely fair. But I mean, the book is called Tusk Love. So, but yeah, see, it's got the Critical Role logo right on it. So I'm excited to read this. It's so random, but I had this on, I didn't have it on pre-order, but I had it saved in my cart so that as soon as it released, I could just scoop it up. And I have a feeling it's just going to be a fun read. But yeah, I'm training the special cover to be on the outside because I just thought that was really fun. So yeah, Matilda Merceria, Tusk Love. I don't know what to tell you besides that I had to. I know nothing except for that it's essentially like a romance, fantasy romance, but spicy, I guess, apparently. I don't know, cozy spicy? Is that a category? Can you be cozy and spicy? I don't know, but we're going to find out. I will report back if and when I actually read this. But I had to get it. And that, my friends, is it for this video. I feel like I've been a little bit all over the place for this one, so I appreciate your patience in all of my randomness. But let's have a quick little recap of the relevant things. All right, y'all, these are the more relevant things that I talked about in today's recent deck roundup that came in. But if you enjoyed just hanging out with me while I just like explored and got into things, I appreciate you so much, because I love just sitting here and hanging out and chit-chatting like we're all on like a group like voice call or something, or what do you call it, like a FaceTime. I don't have an Apple phone, but I think that's what the kids call them these days, a FaceTime. Like we're all on a Zoom call and we're all just like hanging and like looking at our things. That's kind of what it felt like. And I love the cozy vibes of this. I love not trying to make this be too like produced. I apologize though if I was extra unhinged. It's been a long week at the time that I'm filming this, but I hope you enjoyed this. I would love to hear your feedback on anything that I shared today. If you have things you especially want to see or hear more about, definitely let me know and I will do the best I can to accommodate as soon as I can. But in the meantime, thank you so much, as always, for hanging out with me and for all of your support. I appreciate you so, so much. And until next time, may your magic always shine from the inside out. Bye!